Once again, my name's Brady, and I'm one of the head IAs for the DJ183 final project for EECS 183. Today, I bring you back to my apartment to show you how to get started with your starter code. I will not be going through what every individual file does or anywhere near how to complete the project, but I want to show you how to get your starter code up and running so you can see your website without having to edit a single line of code. This is what your repository might look like. Now, mine is a little bit different because I'm using the EECS 183 one where you have your own fancy schmancy one, so it'll be something like DJ183 repository and whatever your group number is. And you can see here's your starter code. So if I click on helpers.py, none of the code is implemented. As you can see, this is up for you to complete. However, if I want to go ahead and get started, I'm going to have to clone this repository to my computer, which I trust you can figure out how to do using resources we have given you previously. Once you have the code in your computer in its repository, it'll be in a folder kind of like this, and you can see all the different files that make up our website. Information about each of these files can be found on the spec. However, because we're working with Python instead of C++, we no longer can use Xcode or Visual Studio. While you can get an IDE that works with Python, such as PyCharm, we recommend using a text editor because this is what you will be doing in later CS courses. The ones that we recommend as EECS 183 staff are Sublime Text and or Atom, and they both are free to download off the internet, but feel free to use any text editor of your choice. I'm going to go ahead and open my starter code in Atom. So as you can see here, on the left side, I have all of my files that are in the folder, and I can go ahead and click through all of them. Cool thing about Atom is it works for all programming languages and formats it accordingly, so it's not just for C++ or just for Python or any language in particular. The file I want to bring importance to right now is this run.py file. At the top you see we have a if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equals main, and this is basically Python's way of creating a main function, just like we had in C++. All this function does is run our website, where app is our website. More information on that can be found in the Flask documentation or the documentation we have provided you on the website. However, if you want to go ahead and start your starter code without having to edit things, open up your terminal and navigate to the folder that you are holding your files in, which for me is the DJ183 starter folder. As you can see, if I list all the files, these are all the files that come with the starter code. But all I have to do to run it is say Python, which is how we run Python files, space run.py. When I hit enter, you'll notice that we get this feedback right here. The first line being the most important because it says running on and a website. Now this doesn't look like a typical URL that you might be used to. There's lots of numbers in it, but that's because this is a website written in IP addresses instead of in URLs. Because you are running this website locally on your computer, it is not anywhere on the internet, so there's no sort of URL that you can share with your friends to show them your website until you deploy to Heroku, which is the final step of the core. So right here we have what is essentially your URL, and it will work on your machine as long as this command is running. So for instance, if I hit Control-C, which will quit out of this command, the website will no longer be running. But once again, I run python run.py, and I select this URL right here, this 127.0.0.1:5000. Information on what those numbers mean can be found with a quick Google search. So if I click Control copy to copy that URL, go back to my web browser and paste that into the URL bar and hit enter. Once again, it doesn't look like a URL, but it is, and this is your starter code. The website is up and running. This is the code that we provided you with, which we give you a base with a header and a tagline, and we give you some indication of how to get started using Flask variables by iterating through the 3 genres we have provided. But beyond that, it is up to you to complete the rest of the project. There you go. Now you know how to start your starter code without having to write a single line of code. We now invite you to start the project, which involves finishing the requirements on the core page on the DJ183 spec, which is available online. For more information, check out the website. There's lots of information that we have spent tons of time working on there. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always reach us at dj-183-staff@umesh.edu. My name is Brady, and good luck on the project.